Aura versus LifeLock, two of the biggest names in identity theft protection. My team and I have spent years testing these services, digging into the details like how fast support answers the phone and how quickly you get alerts when something happens. Spoiler up front, Aura comes out ahead on most of the stuff that actually matters. But for this review, we're breaking it down into the 5 key things that you should know before you sign up, starting with number 1. There are discount links for both of them down in the description. All right, let's get into the most important part, credit monitoring. This is what actually catches identity theft early, before someone can do a lot of damage by opening up accounts, racking up debt, and leaving you with a huge mess to untangle. And right here is where the two services already start to pull apart. With Aura, it's really simple. Every plan includes full monitoring of all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Doesn't matter which plan you choose, you're getting full coverage from day 1. That really matters because lenders don't all pull reports from the same bureau. So if you're only watching one, you're basically crossing your fingers that nothing happens on the other 2. As I mentioned, we found their alerts also to be faster, although obviously that's not a guarantee. LifeLock, on the other hand, only monitors one bureau on their cheaper plans. So if you want full 3-bureau monitoring, you have to pay for one of the higher tiers, which means depending on which plan you're on, you could be completely blind to 2/3 of your credit activity. And this is the key thing to keep in mind for the rest of the video. The big takeaway here, though, is this. Yes, LifeLock technically offers cheaper plans, but those cheaper plans aren't really worth considering. Number 2, dark web monitoring and privacy protection. Both services scan the dark web for your personal information, but in our tests, Aura consistently finds more threats. In one test, Aura uncovered 18 instances of compromised personal data, where LifeLock found only 8. In another, Aura found 15 alerts to LifeLock's 13. But here's the kicker. Aura caught an active password floating around that LifeLock completely missed. The monitoring scope is different too. Aura tracks up to 10 email addresses and 40 credit cards, while LifeLock covers more physical addresses but fewer digital accounts. Since most identity theft happens online, Aura's approach just makes more sense, in my opinion anyway. So here's another area where Aura pulls ahead, data broker removal. This is a feature that actually makes your life better day to day. Aura automatically submits opt-out requests to over 30 data broker sites, and these are the companies that sell your information to telemarketers and scammers and advertisers. With LifeLock's privacy monitoring, you can see if your information is on these sites, but you usually have to handle the removal yourself. Again, unless you're paying more. That's dozens of hours of work that Aura does automatically for you. The result? My team saw about a 60% reduction in spam calls within 2 months of using Aura. It's honestly like unlocking cheat mode for personal privacy. Third, the bundled security tools are not going to be best in class regardless of which service you choose. Both services throw in a VPN, antivirus, and password manager, but let's be honest about what you're getting. Aura's VPN is decent for basic browsing, but it's not replacing ExpressVPN or NordVPN. The antivirus is fine, but it might flag safe files. The password manager covers the basics, but it lacks advanced features. LifeLock essentially repackages Norton 360 components, which are solid products, but again, not necessarily replacing dedicated solutions. So here's the thing, these tools are nice to have, they're not the reason you should choose either service. If hardcore cybersecurity is your main concern, you'd want dedicated solutions anyway. But as part of an identity theft protection package, they're a reasonable addition. The real question is whether you value simplicity, having everything in one place, or whether you'd rather mix and match best-of-breed tools. Most people prefer simplicity, which is why these bundles just make a lot of sense. Fourth, insurance coverage and how these companies structure their pricing. On insurance, both services offer solid coverage, but the details do matter. Aura includes up to $1 million in identity theft insurance on every plan, with an option to upgrade to $5 million for an extra $4 a month. This covers legal fees, stolen funds, and even lost wages. LifeLock's coverage varies by tier. The standard plan offers 1.05 million total coverage, but only $25,000 each for stolen funds and personal expenses. You have to jump to their Ultimate Plus to get $1 million for stolen funds, matching what Aura includes from the start. But here's the bigger issue, pricing philosophy. Aura keeps it simple. All plans include the same core protection. The tiers are just about how many people you're covering. So while LifeLock looks cheaper up front, you end up actually paying more for equivalent protection. Finally, number 5, customer support and threat resolution. When your identity gets stolen, this is going to make or break your entire experience. Aura provides 24/7 US-based support with consistently low wait times. In my test calls, representatives picked up in seconds and they knew exactly what they were talking about. No transfers, no upsells, just immediate help. LifeLock also offers 24/7 support, but the experience really varies by plan tier. Lower tier customers might get longer wait times and sales pitches before getting help. Both services offer identity restoration assistance if the worst happens. They'll guide you through the recovery process and they'll handle the paperwork. But Aura's white glove service feels more personal and less like you're just another ticket in the system. The bottom line, when you're dealing with identity theft, you want someone who answers fast, who knows what they're doing, and who treats your crisis like it matters. Based on our testing, Aura delivers that consistently across all plan levels. So that's the breakdown. While both of them offer identity theft protection, Aura wins where it counts. Full credit monitoring from the start, better dark web and data broker coverage, simpler pricing, and real customer support. Discount links are in the description, and if you've used either service, let us know your experience in the comments.